As you all know, Meek Mill has been getting cloned lately, especially with all that drama surrounding him and Diddy. It feels like everyone's been having a field day since the rumors about him possibly being gay started circulating. Now, if you're familiar with Andrew's shows, you know he doesn't hold back when it comes to cracking jokes, but some people feel like he might be taking things too far. There's been talk that his jokes are too targeted, particularly at black women and men. Recently, during his stand-up shows, Andrew joked about Meek Mill's alleged love for praying knees with men, and well, it seems like he may have crossed the line because it's clear there's no stop button when it comes to Andrew. Word on the street is that Andrew might want to consider going into hiding soon because Meek's about to pull up on him for all these jokes. I don't know, y'all, I'm just repeating what's being said. But what exactly is Meek really mad about here? Can someone stop Andrew before he actually gets cancelled for real? What's going on with all of this? And will Meek ever accept who he really is if those rumors are true? Now, let's dive into the whole mess. It all started with Diddy's indictment, which opened up a can of worms, and now Meek's right in the middle of it all. His relationship with Diddy has seemed a little too close for comfort, with them wearing matching outfits, Diddy calling him daddy, and that alleged audio tape. Yeah, the internet's not going to forget about this one. And as I mentioned earlier, Andrew's adding fuel to the fire, making jokes that are continuing to chip away at Meek's already bruised ego. But before Andrew made jokes about Meek being Diddy's favorite lunch, he made some comments about black women that really caught attention. Those remarks got him, along with Fuad and James, some heavy backlash, especially Fuad and James, who went from being everyone's favorite to now facing accusations of being silent while black women get disrespected. It seems like no one's standing up for them, and the situation keeps escalating. What do you all think about this mess?
This is a black girlfriend effect. This is
you don't know about this?
blow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up. Blows up, bro.
I like that. They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they're so stressed being around this black girl complaining about it. That's why they gotta shave their hair.
Nah, bro. White guys with black girlfriends,
They grow a beard because there's more cushion when they get slapped the That's hilarious. I think the black girlfriend effect, it might be a protective instinct, bro.
You think?
Protective.
Do you guys have you ever had black girlfriends?
Yeah.
Have you ever had white girls?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh wow. Okay. What's your favorite?
We love them all.
Yeah.
Oh really?
We love them all.
Yeah.
That means white.
That means what?
Email translation.
Kendrick fans, get him!
We love them all.
That's royal language.
There have been a lot of mixed reactions to the comments made. Some people think it was all just for fun. Others believe the whole situation was misunderstood. And then there are those who feel that James and Fuad should have defended black women instead of laughing like it was some kind of joke. As for Andrew, he's facing serious backlash because many in the black community are questioning why a white man is making what they consider derogatory comments about black women. Honestly, I'm not sure what to think about it, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts. Kendrick Lamar definitely brought the heat back into the situation with his new album and single, where he called out Andrew for his comments about black women. Word on the street is that now, Andrew is seen as insulting black men too, with Meek Mill being at the center of it all in some videos making rounds online. Andrew responded, saying that while he doesn't think Meek is gay, he believes that someone who isn't gay wouldn't be so focused on constantly convincing people how much they like women. It's all gotten pretty messy, and the debate is far from over.
I was like, Meek Mill. I'll be honest with you, I don't think Meek is gay. I just not think Meek is gay. But he is incredibly bad at proving he's straight. He is maybe the worst in history at doing.
I'm not saying anything, but this situation is kind of hilarious because it's exactly what Meek Mill's been doing. Instead of ignoring the whole thing or just playing it cool, because honestly, there's nothing wrong with being gay. And Meek could have just said, There's nothing wrong with being gay, but I'm not gay. He went into full defense mode. Meek started talking about how he's from Philly, like there are no gay men in Philly, and then he went on to say how much he loves women, even mentioning that he enjoys being with them on their period. Now, let's be real. Doesn't that sound like something a gay man would say? That's exactly what Andrew and the whole timeline are pointing out. Meek's reaction, calling it disgusting, just makes it seem like he's trying too hard to prove his straightness. Honestly, I think Meek should have just let it go and let the whole thing die down. Instead, Andrew's comments have brought it all back into the spotlight. Andrew even applauded Meek for his prison reform efforts, but joked that Meek was trying to save these men so he could use them holes. Meek clearly got bothered by all of it, but now, with Kendrick Lamar mentioning Andrew in his music, it seems like Meek found the courage to respond. Kendrick's latest album has him rapping about Andrew, particularly in a song where he says, "Don't let no white comedian talk about no black woman, that's law," criticizing Andrew's past comments about black women. In response, Andrew joked, "What a time to be alive when rappers gotta talk about comedians for clout." It's all turning into a big mess, and it seems like the drama just keeps escalating.
I'm just saying, what a time to be alive where rappers gotta talk about comedians for clout.
God bless, dude.
Like, we are up right now.
God bless.
The biggest story about the album, outside of the album and people enjoying it, was a sub at a comedian? Yeah. And you don't even gotta say my name and it still makes headlines?
I know Kendrick's fans aren't going to take too kindly to that, because Kendrick doesn't need anyone for clout. Andrew also called Kendrick hypocritical, pointing out that Kendrick frequently works with artists who have questionable reputations, yet has an issue with jokes made by comedians. There's some truth to that, as others have pointed out that Kendrick seems fine with wishing harm on Drake's family in his lyrics, but takes issue with jokes from comedians. The timeline is definitely divided on this one. But that's not all Andrew said. It got even messier, and here's where Meek Mill comes in. Andrew went on to claim that some of Kendrick's fans have been threatening him, and that Kendrick and his team intimidate him, though he said he's not afraid of Kendrick himself.
Some of the Kendrick stans have been posting, like, telling me they're gonna take out my family on, like, pictures of my...
I can't quote exactly what was said, but I'll give you a sneak peek. People haven't been taking it too well, and Meek Mill is one of those speaking out.
First of all, Kendrick's people and the gang affiliate, you know, everybody, his security, they will destroy me. They'll find me in the street, cut me up. They'll shoot me. They'll do whatever. I'm not a tough guy. Y'all do. But just Kendrick, I would make love to him. There's nothing he can do about it. Just Kendrick Lamar, I would make love to him. And the only thing that he could do is decide if it's consensual.
Meek Mill recently spoke out about Andrew's controversial statement regarding Kendrick, where Andrew openly said that he would force himself on Kendrick regardless of consent, calling it a joke. Meek argued that it's wrong for Andrew to make such comments, stressing that black manhood isn't a joke and that there's nothing funny about Andrew's remark. Many still laugh it off, but Meek believes it's disturbing and harmful, especially in the context of black men and the culture around consent. Meek used this opportunity to also address the jokes made about his own sexuality, pointing out that even though Andrew may claim his comments were just a joke, the black community doesn't find humor in that kind of disrespect. Andrew, however, responded by reminding Meek that he had initially laughed at the joke about him being gay when it was first made, suggesting that Meek's change in stance might be due to his bruised ego. Despite the tension, this all stemmed from Lil Rod's lawsuit, which added fuel to the ongoing back and forth between Andrew and Meek. While Meek denies being gay, Andrew continues to defend himself, even as certain parts of the black community cancel him for his comments. Fans are divided, with some agreeing with Meek that the situation isn't funny, while others criticize Meek for overreacting and tweeting too much, suggesting that it makes him look guilty. The debate rages on, with opinions sharply split across the timeline. What are your thoughts on the situation?